unfortunately, I have some breaking news on Tyrese where they're saying that he's been taken in custody for failure to pay child support. This is ridiculous, man. And what people don't understand, I even equate this to, with R. Kelly. That's we're like, remember when R. Kelly got taken? What people don't understand, when R. Kelly got taken into custody for the first time in 2019, it wasn't over the documentary stuff. They still had no case on him because he already went through what he went through in the early 2000s. And they brought him in over alleged unpaid child support payments. That's how they were able to get him in, and then they were able to rack up other charges while he was in custody. So this is just sad. After everything, him opening up about all that stuff, and like I said, women will allow this stuff to happen to their baby fathers. The women that would allow stuff like this to happen to their baby fathers are just pure evil. Like what I already told you, Samantha Lee, she's like a different type of evil human being who really needs to be studied for her evilness, because this is the same woman, Samantha Lee. She's the same woman that she has a manosphere channel, trying to giving men advice on how to do certain things and stealing all the manosphere talking points and talking like she's she's a good person, but meanwhile she's dragging her ex, allowing him to get arrested over alleged unpaid child support. Like, are you kidding me? Because she can call this off. She has the power to call this off. This is way too much power for, I believe, any broad, especially in America, to have. That's too much power, where if you're not paying me this, she could call this off. She could call this off, but like I said, this is ridiculous.
Oh man,
like if any woman laughing at this, whatever, at the situation, or thinking this is funny, that I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. So they're saying it's being reported by reporter Dennis Byron that actor Tyrese Gibson has been taken into custody for failure to pay child support. And this is what can happen to you as a man if you're not, quote unquote, paying what you allegedly owe, or if you're not paying, if you like I said, if you miss one child support payment or whatever, you can get taken to jail. You can get taken into custody. These are the things that can happen to you as a man. And like I said, the woman can call this off. The mother of your child could easily call this off, but they're not going to do. They will allow you to get arrested, which is actually going to interfere with the money that you can actually send to the broad. But they will still do this to you. I don't understand the thought process of a lot of these people, but they will allow this to happen to you, particularly black men. It'll be like black men, like say it's not even a Tyrese situation. It'll be black men that are already unemployed, and women will do this to these dudes. And I'm talking about they're not even making no money at all, barely a McDonald's job or a Amazon job, and they'll do this to them, and they'll go to jail, and they'll be like, okay, how is he gonna pay the child support now? Now he's in jail. Well, he still owes me this. He comes out and he's beat. And he's going to be harder for him to get a job if he has a jail record in his record. You know what I mean? So it's like, bruh, this is what happens to a lot of black men in the community that people don't like to talk about. A lot of black men there's a large segment of black men that are in jail and really end up doing certain things for money because of child support. It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I see in the comments right here, it says, you sending him to jail now, you won't get any kind of payment. That's, yeah, somebody said women praising this can go to hell. Same here. I feel the same way. So right here, a woman says nobody wins in this. Nobody. But like I said, the woman, the broad, Samantha Lee, she can call this off. But like I said, this is an evil woman. This is an evil woman. Right here, it says it matters who you choose to have children with, men and women. I agree. They said, be careful who you marry. Oh, right here. I saw this quote. Let me like this comment right here. He said, they'll take a man into custody for child support payments, but don't have any consequences or repercussions for women who spend child support money on everything else but the kid. Make it make sense. They won't even come up with a law. Only one state was about to come up with a law where you would have to put the child support money on a specific debit card, and you can't spend the money on certain things, so they can track your purchase on what you're spending the child support money on. They'll never do this because first of all, if they actually came up with a card like this in every state, you know what women would do? People act like women would get in trouble. No, they wouldn't get in trouble. They would just women would start acting right, and it'll be actually more men getting primary custody of their kids. It's either women would act right and start actually working with their baby father to make things work out, or men. It would be like a 30 to 40% increase of men gaining full custody of their kids, or sorry, primary custody, primary to full custody of their kids. If they actually had a law where you have a debit card where you can track the purchases that the child support money is going through. And remember, when Delaware was about to pass that, they said you can't spend it on rent, you can't spend it on gas, you can't spend it on extracurricular activities, your hair, liquor, all this stuff. If they actually came up with something like that, it would just be women would just start acting right, and they would make sure to try to work things out with their baby father as much as possible. It's either that or it will be a 30% increase of men, 30 to 40% increase of men gaining primary custody of their kids. Trust me. Trust me. And I think I'm being nice with that percentage when I'm saying 30 to 40% increase. I think it really would be like something like crazy. I think it would be something crazy like 80 to 90% increase of dads. That's just me being extreme, but I would say it would be a 30 to 40% increase of men just gaining primary custody of their kids if they came up with a system where you can actually track the child support payments and whether or not it's going to the right locations. But that would only work in a fair world. And we already know with the way the court system works, the family court system works, they understand that they can't make no money like that if they were fair. Somebody said, I see a lot of females in the comment section laughing. This ain't even funny. Yeah, and I did see a lot of comments talking about, oh, you should have got you should have gone with somebody else and blah blah blah. But it's crazy. It's crazy. But let me make sure. Let me look on Google. Tyrese. Let me see if it's official, if he got taken into custody. Yep, TMZ is reporting this as well. They're saying Tyrese Gibson is arrested for unpaid child support, needs $73K to get released. That's crazy, man. And in one of his interviews that he just did recently, he did say that he might get arrested in court. He might get arrested for unpaid child support and all that. This is ridiculous, man. But let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you guys something. Because let me put this broad on blast, Samantha Lee, even though I've been doing that a lot on my channel. But this broad, she has a whole Manosphere channel. Let me see if I can bring up her channel. Let me why can I find her? Yeah, Love Samantha Lee. That's what her is named. Let me see. Love Samantha Lee. Let me bring that up. Love Samantha Lee. Yeah, this is her Manosphere channel.
And so now she finds herself going
in the nerve to have this as one of her videos, the number one way women lose a good man. And she got her Cash App in her whatever in her bio. I am a licensed clinical social worker who utilizes my education background and blah 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 blah. Damn, man, Tyrese ignored all the red flags. She got so many red flags. Talking about she a licensed social worker. We already know social workers, they hate men. Most female social workers, they hate men. Like, they hate men. It's not like, that's not even a fact. Like, you can't even debate me on that one. Those are just facts. Most female social workers, they hate men. When we talk about red flag professionals, it's not even a matter of, oh, they be using men. Like, female social workers, most of them, I'm talking about, they hate men. This is why I would tell the average dude, oh, you got to marry a social worker? Does she even like you, dog? You got to be like, this is, man. But for her to have a whole Manosphere channel is that, I mean, wow. Wow. But yeah, apparently, Tyrese is going through it right now. I did see another thing on Spiritual World where they're saying he got released. So they're saying that he did find the bail money. They're saying that he found the bail money, but he shouldn't be having to go through something like this. He really should not. He should not be having to go through something like this. But this is stuff that women will allow this stuff to happen to the father of their kids. This is ridiculous.